In this video, I'm going to share the 10 things to never reveal in a job interview. This is coming from myself, a 15-year recruiting and hiring expert, as well as career success coach. And I've helped thousands of candidates land great opportunities and mentoring them through the process, as well as hearing thousands of feedback points. These 10 items, please never reveal. Let's go through them. The number one item to not reveal is your family goals. Whether you are planning a wedding, whether you are planning to have a child, whether you are in the process of just extending your family. Why shouldn't you reveal this? Because you don't want to create a bias in the interview process. And unfortunately, a lot of biases occur from hiring managers, hiring companies, recruiters. They are always being so detailed and nitpicky, and they might think, oh, maybe she or he won't be committed to the job. If they're looking to extend their family, they're looking to get married, they're going to commit a lot more time to their family, their personal life, which is so important. But that doesn't mean we have to reveal everything during the interview process. Eliminate this item, and it will lead to a better result. Here's a quick story to bring it all together. This actually happened to me in the interview process about 10 years ago. The employer said, oh, things went well. Let me walk you to your car. I'm like, sure, come walk me to my car. That's so nice. What a great hiring company, great employer. Yet, when we got to my car, this person was looking around in the back seat. Guess what they were looking for? They were looking for a car seat. They were looking for kids' items. They were looking for a sign that I couldn't commit to the job that was very demanding. And that's discrimination. Now, although in the state that I was interviewing, it's illegal to discriminate, just remember, these things still happen. Not everyone is a legal abiding citizen of any country. So just remember, try to limit the information to not have that interrupt your candidacy. If you're new to this channel or you haven't even subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. I will be bringing you videos every week to help you with your job search and career. Subscribe for more of those tips. Another thing to never reveal in a job interview is the exact amount that you are earning. Whether it's your base salary, your total compensation, the bonus structure that you have in your organization. Never reveal exactly what you are earning. I always suggest rounding up. Remember in math class how you learned how to round up. So for example, if you're earning $52,000, I would suggest rounding up to $55,000. Why is that? Because if you're earning $55,000 and they want to give you a 10% increase for the job responsibilities that you're taking on, which are a little more challenging, that gives them more of the ability to do so. But let's say you said you only earned $52,000. Now the 10% increase is going to go off of $52,000 versus if you round up $55,000, you're going to make more money if you get that job. Another thing to never say in the job interview process is that either you or a family member, a close friend, someone that you take care of has a disability, whether it's yourself, family, friends. Never bring this up. The reason being is it causes a bias. And what we want to do is eliminate or limit the bias and receive an offer. And when we receive an offer, then we could possibly offer that information once something is secured in writing. Let's not create any biases before then. The goal is let's get the offer, and maybe if we have to share this important, sensitive information, let's share it after because we've now secured that offer versus bringing it up during the job interview and letting it hurt the process of a decision being made on an offer. One quick tip. If it's part of the application process and they're asking you if you have a disability, if there's an option to select, I prefer not to disclose, please select that. Again, so we can eliminate and limit the bias until we have an offer. The fourth thing to never reveal in a job interview is that you had negative experiences with past coworkers or with your past boss or even your current coworkers, your current boss. Again, you don't want there to be biases in the process. Now, even if it's true and really they are in the wrong, this person that's interviewing you is interviewing for the first time. They are basing everything off of this first interaction, second or third, whatever step in the interview process it is. So just remember that they're learning about you for the first time. Give them all of the good. Don't give them any negative. Stay positive, even if the experiences weren't the best. You're really looking to grow. You're looking to expand your skill set. You're looking for a better growth opportunity, and focus on that versus any negative experiences that you've had with your current or past employers. Another thing to never reveal in a job interview is that you are only interviewing for that one company that you are in the interview process with. Don't mention or reveal that that's the only company that you are considering. First, think of the human psychology aspect. If you're only interviewing with them, do you feel like that's going to be as attractive? Or if they hear that you have 3 to 4 companies that you're interviewing for, what's going to be more attractive to hear? And what's going to eliminate and limit the bias? That's our goal. Eliminating bias and being a more attractive candidate to get to the offer stage. It's the ability to ensure they're not the only choice. You don't want them to feel they are the only choice, because then the power is in their court versus you interviewing with multiple companies. Now you have some of the power and you have the ability to make a decision on multiple offers. That's what you really want them to know and to feel during the job interview. If you're tired of getting rejected by employers and ready to land that great opportunity faster and more efficiently, I've put together a free guide on how to land your next opportunity faster and not waste time and work on the best strategies. Comment guide below and I'll send you a direct link to grab it. From having helped thousands of professionals land great opportunities, hearing thousands of feedback points, when I see and hear a candidate mention to a hiring company that they have multiple companies they are interviewing with, automatically the hiring company, especially if they're already impressed with this person, with this professional, they are panicking. They are getting a little desperate on their side. We want the desperation on their side. We don't want that on our side, or them to feel that we are desperate for the opportunity. I want you to feel empowered, even if you're still waiting on your application. You're still waiting for feedback. Imagine you already have other interviews. That is what is going to help the attractiveness of yourself as a candidate. I've heard it so many times. Please never reveal that you're only interviewing with that one company. Now, this next one we're going to talk about is a little tricky. It really depends on where you live physically, whether it's in the United States or another part of the world, really dependent on where you are located and the laws, employment laws in your location. So if the employer asks you, why did you leave your previous company, or why are you looking to leave? Don't offer up information, additional information, if you don't have to, such as if you were laid off, if there was a restructure, if you were fired. There are certain states, for example, in the US, such as California, where you don't have to reveal this detail. So don't reveal more information than you have to when asked the question, why are you looking to leave, or why did you leave a previous employer? It really depends, though, on where you are located. If they legally can ask you, then of course you might have to reveal some information, but be selective with what you share. Don't share the whole story. Make it a quick one-liner. You're looking for that best next growth opportunity. Do not spend too much time on explaining what happens. I'm not a legal expert, but I always recommend you knowing what the employment laws are, where you are located. That way you can be more empowered. So if you're asked a question that is illegal to ask, you are aware. And you can respond by saying, I prefer not to disclose that information, because now you know your legal right. Again, I'm not a legal expert, but you can do some research and you can seek legal advice to understand your rights in the interview process. Another thing to never reveal in a job interview is your age. They typically can't ask you this question. Now, can they try to figure it out from your work experience and maybe when you graduated? Yes, of course, but don't voluntarily reveal your age, because there is ageism that does occur in the process, unfortunately. So we have to try to limit and eliminate that. And with eliminating and limiting, this means let's not offer you have 30 plus years of experience. Let's not offer on the resume when you graduated. Let's not offer too much of the work history, and rather focus on your recent work history, the past 5 to 10 years, for example. Don't go all the way back and walk them through everything. Keep those items that were way back in the day when you first started your career, keep them at a minimum. Keep them very high level and focus more on the recent accomplishments where you progress the most in your career. Another thing to never reveal in a job interview is that you are only looking to stay at this company for 1 to 2 years. That you are not envisioning that this company is your long-term growth opportunity. Now, this is not going to be the best thing for the employer to hear, because they want to invest in you. They don't want to lose money when they hire someone that leaves right away. So if you give any indication that this is not going to be your long-term fit, it's going to hurt the process. It might not land you the offer. So instead, if they ask you, how long are you looking to stay? What is your plan for your next opportunity? You want to say that you are ready to commit 3 to 5 plus years, that you're ready to achieve the next level in this next opportunity. You do not want to mention or reveal that you are looking to leave in a short period of time. Even if that's true, let's avoid mentioning that, removing the bias in the process again, eliminating that information. Even if it is true, you just don't want to mention that. Another thing to never reveal in a job interview is that you are looking at this opportunity as a side gig, as a stepping stone to your entrepreneurial journey. This is great that you have the goal of being an entrepreneur and working for yourself and not working for someone else. That's great. Just don't let them know that, because it may hurt the process of them moving forward with an offer. And the main reason being is that they might think through your commitment. You're not as committed if you're looking to be an entrepreneur. Just inherently, you're not as committed, and that's okay. But they do not have to know that. You can still work on your side gig, your entrepreneur side, and they don't really have to know that's your personal life as well. Unless in their contract, they mention something along those lines of you can't start your own business while working here, et cetera, et cetera. That would require some legal advice to invest in, but just don't reveal that you're starting your own thing, that you're earning money in a different manner outside of this organization, outside of this company that could hire you, because it can hurt that process. Another item to never reveal in the job interview is that you heard all of these tips from myself, a recruiting expert, Rita Baroody. They will not like me very much, so keep it between us. And thanks for sticking around till the end. Watch my interview questions and answers playlist so you can be that top candidate.